Hey guys, Happy Splasher here. Good evening. So right now I'm going to continue on the pit bosses for this week. So yeah, let's go check them out. So currently we are on Grove Keeper Gront. Let's take a look at his skills. Alright, so whenever they are attacked, they will deal damage to an enemy for every nature ally. Okay, every second turn will give block to nature allies, and then on the fifth turn they will summon Groot to the first row. Okay, so a couple things. Looks like we're going to take damage to one of our heroes because we are the enemy for every nature ally. So we want to make sure that when we attack the boss that we actually clear out the nature allies first. That'll also mean that we would want to summon our heroes on the bottom lanes as opposed to the top, so that way we take less of the damage over here. On top of that, for the second turn, we're going to see block given to the nature allies, so we want to clear as many nature allies as possible, or at least have some more damage so that we can deal some damage around the block or break through it. Also on the fifth turn, they're going to have Groot Silent Guardians, the first row. Those heroes usually are melee, they come in and they have silence, and they usually end up silencing the entire row. So if we have heroes that have immunity or heroes with high stats or some way to play around the silence, that would be good. And so we might also be playing around some of the rows once they come out. So yeah, let's hop right in. I'm still not used to hearing that sound. Okay, so we got a couple things. So let's take a look at some of our buildings that we're using. Okay, we got some spikes, we got some block. Okay, we have these two Chiroptrons that have vampirism, and they can also deal vampirism. Not going to use our damage pentagrams this time, at least for a little bit, because we want to see these runes clear out and also these buildings. So for now, we're just going to make sure that we can have some protection. Let's see, we got that. Okay, I'm just going to go with this range hero actually over here on C1. And as we clear out more buildings, we'll have more spaces where we can do those damage pentagrams. Okay, so we got this Keeper of the Grove, a little bit of spikes, a little bit of totems. Going to continue and clear out some buildings. And see, we're taking damage whenever we end up clearing one of those heroes. Ooh, sorry. Guess I'm getting a phone call in the middle of all of this. That is okay. Let's see. So we're going to take some more damage. Want to leave two of our melee spots open so that way we can do some more summons. So I'm just going to summon this melee hero over here on A3. This one deals extra damage to melee enemies. So we're here to nature ally. All right, so we do want to clear as many nature allies as possible. Okay, so let's see. Keep going. So next turn, we're going to see block given to the nature allies. We have a couple of block over there. Let's see, I'm going to go with this melee hero. Actually going to go with this range hero over here on B1. This Sir Lancelot does reflect damage to one of our heroes whenever they attack the enemy. We want to make sure we clear out stuff. Okay, we have some more block again. Next turn, we're going to see all those Groots come on play. So we want to have heroes that we don't mind having silenced. I'm going to actually place this building, this range hero over here on B3 because, or B2 rather, because of the totem. So we see all the Groots, as you see, they come into play, they have these stats, they end up silencing our heroes. So probably would have been a good time to summon those damage pentagrams first, so that way we can have some more, what do you call it? So we have some more blockers. This is fine though, let's see here, we got that. Gonna go with this range hero, and go with this range hero next on a B3. Has some extra splash damage and allows us to deal damage through the block. Really do want to do our shark summons. We do need to clear out this Sir Lancelot as quickly as possible. This will be destroyed. It's not over there. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with this flying hero over here on C3. Okay, so finally the Lancelot is gone. Gonna probably do our damage pentagrams next turn. Probably still won't do anyway. Yeah, so we'll do our damage pentagrams. We are a little lacking of spaces. That's fine. We'll do some sharks in order to get some attackers out on the board. Then we're going to continue. Let's see. Let's clear out some heroes on the bottom. We're going to summon this Scordio over here on D1. This one will allow us to get some extra attacks. We have those sharks that set the attack and the enemies in line to 1 for a turn, so we'll get a little bit of protection. Okay, we'll give it another attack boost over here. And this time we're going to summon this melee hero next on C3. This Mr. Flap has immunity and will actually get around the damage skill. Then also allow our heroes to get a health boost when they come on play. Okay, let's see. We got the Common Monkey King. This one gives some blocks to melee allies. Let's see. We can clear these out. Clear those. See how much block we have there. Next turn, we are going to see the silence happen again. So let's go. Actually, don't want to summon this York because it does have a reborn skill. Let's see how much block is on that. 134, which is a lot of block. We'll go with this melee hero next. Just want to clear out the Kong Monkey King so we can see the extra block. We have our silence happen then. And now we'll use the York next turn. I'll clear out some of those attackers. I'm going to summon this range hero over here on B2. As the Reborn as mentioned, we don't want that to get silenced. Also, we're summoning on the Vampire rune, so that way we can get some more damage for later. Okay, it looks like our Mr. Flop is gone. Ooh, you know what? We have a Grace next. Might as well take advantage of that. Gotta place it over here on A1 because we don't want to trigger off that damage skill quite yet. Okay, and hopefully we can get some protection for the Grace so we can deal some random damage. Okay, I'm gonna go with this building over here on A. I'm gonna go with this building over here on A2, just to get in for a little bit of protection. Don't want to trigger off that damage skill too much. We do have a Santa, which will allow us to transform, but again, not really so much of an issue. I just want to make sure that we can protect our heroes. And then also, we can get the 7 extra attacks possible, if we do end up clearing some more. We don't have quite yet. Yeah! Okay, so a cool thing about this is that next turn we're going to see the Groots come out again. If we don't actually destroy this Groot here with the amount of block, we will actually prevent the other Groot from coming out over here on A4. So because of that, we actually don't want to destroy this hero. And you know what, we can go for some little bit of protection. Let's see, we can do some damage there. Could actually do a shuffle for a melee hero and see if we can get rid of this. But I do want to keep the Santa just because we have to deal with some later threats. Yeah! This will be fine. Okay, we didn't end up destroying it, so that's good. Okay, dealing a little bit of damage. Okay, and then we have the Groots coming out again. Our Grace is not silenced, so we'll be able to deal some damage through. Okay, so this time I actually do not want to place a melee hero there because I do want to be able to not trigger the damage skill too early. In this case, let's go with this melee hero next on B3. Dark Huntress does allow for some damage to happen when block occurs, but now we've cleared out all the heroes. And we can start dealing damage to the boss now without seeing that reflect damage happen because of the nature allies. And yeah, well, there you go. So yeah, that was Grove Keeper Gront. Okay, so yeah, let's go on the next boss here. We got Voracious Rami. Let's take a look at his skills. Alright, so whenever ally attack stealing triggers, it will give an attack boost to allies. Every third turn will give allies an ability, so whenever they attack, they will deal damage equal to his attack to all the enemies behind the target. And then on the third skill, it says every 7th turn will deal damage to enemies on 3 random lanes. Okay, so we have a couple things going on. They will have the attack steal skill on their heroes, so because of that, we want to make sure that we have ways to increase our attack or to deal more damage to their heroes. Also, because our heroes are going to get weaker, we do need to keep in mind, so if we have a way to get rid of the attack steal, that would be good, either with immunity or some heroes that can remove negative effects. They have this other skill over here, so on the third turn, they will get the ability, so whenever the enemies attack, they will deal damage equal to their attack to all enemies behind the target, so that's pretty much like Pierce. So what we want to do is make sure that we destroy as many of the enemies as possible before that third turn. Otherwise, we want to make sure that we don't have too many heroes behind each other, so that way they don't take multiple damage. And then on the 7th turn, we're going to take damage to enemies on 3 random lanes. So looks like we're going to take a lot of damage to our heroes. So again, if we do have some sort of immunity or high health to take the damage, otherwise we can get some mental shield or other ways of healing. So yeah, so we will hop right in. Kind of bummed too that we used up our Grace against the Grove Keeper, but that's okay. We'll do what we can. All right, so let's start with our damage pentagrams this time. We do have a couple of open spots, and we do have double coverage over here on lane D. Let's take a look at some of the buildings, seeing if there's anything that could be useful. Okay, not bad. I'm actually going to go with this melee hero over here on C3. You'll see here this Arthur Frostblade summons a building behind themselves, and that building will allow for some freezing. And then the Arthur Frostblade will also allow us to give health boost to allies in the line. We got that over there, there. I'm going to go with this melee hero next on B3. This Eternal Sun allows us to get mental shield to our heroes around, and then that'll help us protect some of our heroes. We lost our Calible, which is, it's not great, but at least we can have some other heroes to summon. So let's see. So next turn, they're going to have that damage skill to the enemies. We got the Evil's Helper that transformed the building. We're going to do our Shark summons. So we can get some extra attackers on the board. And then gonna follow up next with this range hero over here on B2. Gonna take advantage of the Eternal Sun skill, so that way we can get Metal Shield on all of our heroes here. Okay, we got the Lady Medusa coming out. Looks like we couldn't summon because we only have melee heroes, so we'll need to wait for those to clear out. So I guess we're pretty much just on auto until we can clear things out. Or we have one of our heroes being destroyed. Okay, so they had the Cernan that allowed them to have a death trigger for the totem. And it looks like, well, we're clearing out just some more heroes. This is pretty much just auto battle. Oh, okay. So it looks like we now have a attack boost skill. We'll give that to, let's see, we're going to take damage over to 3 random lanes. That's still fine. We're going to even attack boost over to our male heroes and then just continue to attack. Okay, we're taking some damage again. And another Cernan over there. Okay, and it looks like this time we can actually summon. Let's see, so we clear out the Cernan, we're going to see the Vanikori, and we're going to take some reflect damage. I'm going to do a shuffle, see if we can find some more range heroes. This one here is an attack boost for every nature ally, which is not too bad. Do that. Oh, the problem is, so next turn, if we don't actually destroy the Cernan, or if we don't find a way to destroy the totem, we're just going to take reflect damage off of the death trigger here. We can get some health there. Thinking if there's another way to play around this. I'm going to do a shuffle and actually go for something else. Nope, we'll do one more shuffle, see what we can find. Got that. Nope, not quite. All right, so I guess we'll, maybe we might be able to extra attack. We'll try and deal as much damage as we can instead. So we're going to summon this Void Juggler to give extra attack to one of our heroes. Okay, but it's not going to be enough. You can see that the totem is going to be in the way. So we are going to be taking this reflect damage right here. We can do that. Can't really destroy our own hero, so I guess we'll just summon here. Get rid of one of our weaker heroes. We'll take the reflect damage for lethal, unfortunately, but at least we dealt a decent amount of damage. Alright, so we are currently out of attempts right now. I'll combine the other attempt onto the next video, I guess. Or actually, we'll finish this up soon enough. So yeah, so we're currently out of attempts. We will wait, and we will come back for later. Yeah, we'll see you guys then. This is Happy Splasher, signing off. Alright guys, we are back with some more attempts, and we're going to see if we can finish this up now. We have on our list Voracious Rami. This is our second attempt at him, because of the reflect totems from last time. So yeah, let's keep on going. Okay, so let's start with our damage penalty guys first. And then we'll take a look at some of the buildings. So we have negative attack, attack boost, and attack boost. Again, just looking back at some of the old skills that they do have. So the damage skill, the attack boost, and then also the random damage. Gonna go with our melee hero over here on B3. This one here, this one gives resistance for a little bit and also will heal our Lord. Also has immunity to sound, so it's pretty nice. Okay, we got the scrap over here. We're gonna summon this mother owl over here on C1 to clear out the scrap. Whoa! Okay, we got some Balm Priest here with a little bit of poison damage. That's fine. Gonna give our shark summons now, so we can get some attackers on the board. We're also getting an attack boost because of the mother owl skill here, so we can clear those out. That'd be great. This one here, this hero can actually clear out a Chaos hero. So there's still enough damage. A little bit of poison damage to our heroes next turn, which will be fine. Whoa! Okay, we had some transform happening from the evil helper. Combat over there, combat there, combat there. I'm gonna continue just summoning this attacking hero over here on E1. If it goes to here, will allow us to deal some extra damage whenever one of our heroes attacks. Let's see. We do have multiple open lanes, so in this case, even with the Cernan here with the death trigger for the totem, we should be good. I'm just gonna summon this weak melee hero just to get rid of it out of our squad, and there we go. So that was Voracious Rami, finally. Got some decent amount of copies as well, so yeah. Alright, so that boss is done, and well, we'll close it up for now, and we'll continue on with the next bosses later. This is Happy Splasher, signing off.